Incorporating. It might seem simple, but it's a process filled with legal intricacies you'll need to get right to set a solid legal foundation for business growth. Here are the 5 most common incorporation errors and how to avoid them. Error number 1, incorporating under the wrong jurisdiction. In Canada, you can incorporate provincially or federally. Incorporating provincially will cost you less, but you need to be cautious. If you expand and decide later that you want to move your head office beyond the border of the province, you'll need to file a certificate of continuation to change your corporation's jurisdiction from a provincial to a federal charter. By then, someone else might have the rights to your business name in other provinces, meaning you won't be able to use the brand name you've been investing time, energy, and money in building. So decide from the outset if you want to operate within the confines of your province or go national. Incorporation error number 2, describing your corporation incorrectly. When you incorporate, you have to decide how your business will be structured. The articles of incorporation clarify what kinds of shares the corporation will offer, how shareholders will be paid, and what voting rights shareholders will have. If this is not done correctly, you will have to make modifications, which takes time and often incurs legal fees. The best thing to do is leave yourself as much flexibility as possible. Make sure to incorporate with large range of share classes, provide for unlimited authorized share capital, and allow for a range of directors. That way, you'll be able to make decisions regarding your corporate structure without spending time and money to amend your articles of incorporation each time. Incorporation error number 3, not giving your corporation a name. Ready to incorporate, but you aren't sure what to name your business? This isn't a problem, since in this case, a number can serve as your corporation's legal identifier. However, a corporate name can be a valuable asset, helping you build your business and your brand. Having an approved federal corporate name also provides you with an added degree of protection, granting you the common law rights to that name across Canada, in virtue of its publication in the Federal Corporate Name Database. And finally, if you didn't choose a name when you incorporated and want to update your file later on, it will cost you, at current, $167 for a provincial incorporation and $200 for a federal corporation, plus any legal fees the change will affect. In essence, choose a name when you incorporate to save yourself future headaches. Incorporation error number 4, skipping the shareholders agreement. When launching a business, entrepreneurs can set their sights on growth, leaving formalities like a shareholders agreement on the back burner. The problem is that certain unplanned events can occur and negatively impact your business. What happens in a corporation if a shareholder wants to exit the corporation, goes bankrupt, commits fraud, or passes away? The law is silent on these matters and many more, and if they do happen, you'll be left in a legal gray zone, and getting such matters resolved often requires lengthy legal proceedings. A well-drafted shareholders agreement is the best way to avoid future headaches. It safeguards you against the consequences of unplanned events and their impacts on partners and shareholders by setting down in writing what actions will be taken in varying circumstances. When unexpected events arise, many entrepreneurs have been saved by the terms of the shareholders agreement they made sure to sign at the outset. Incorporation error number 5, believing that limited liability means unlimited liability. Limited liability is one of the main advantages of incorporating. But while incorporating your business can shield you from personal liability, there are situations in which you may be held personally responsible for your actions or those of your staff. If you don't act in the corporation's best interest, commit fraud, or are negligent as a director or shareholder, you can be held liable for the corporation's debts. You can also be held responsible in specific circumstances, such as unpaid wages or issuing shares at a price that is less than the fair market value. When you incorporate, you'll want to know exactly what laws you must comply with and put corporate compliance practices in place.